welcome to Crypto and Taxes, where we discuss crypto taxes and regulation. And today we have Artem Afian, and we're going to talk about how current law actually applies into crypto. So we don't really need new crypto laws. There's actually current laws that we can apply to crypto. So Artem, welcome. Could you briefly introduce yourself?
Hi, yeah, thank you for having me here. My name is Artem Afian. For 15 years, I've been a very boring, ordinary lawyer running a big law firm in Ukraine. Quite expensive lawyer, I can say. Now I'm still a lawyer, still a founding partner there, but I'm switched to a Web3 legal tech project called Legalities, about managing your relations, signing up contracts with your blockchain wallet. But I still remember something from being a lawyer, so gladly share it with you.
So what we normally hear is like, if you use a decentralized exchange and you're hacked or you lose money, the only one that is responsible is you. But as we discussed before we started recording, decentralized exchanges, for example, Uniswap, they do actually have service and agreements written. So you do actually have to agree with certain outcomes. So if you indeed lose money in a DEX, is there something you can do? Is there somebody that you can make responsible for you losing money in a DEX?
You can try it. It is hard. So first of all, I won't give any magic trick that actually can change the whole situation. And usually don't expect this from lawyers. The next thing is, first, like, what is DEX in terms of legal? Usually it's actually the form of exchange service, but usually in 99%, DEX has owner. So in terms of legal, it's a centralized service provider because somebody makes the most inflow on the project, makes decisions, and receives income. This is the main point. And if you don't have a central wallet, yeah, you're in a DEX. But decentralized word means only for service level. For ownership level, usually it's actually centralized exchange. So for first outcome from here, usually DEX has an owner. Then, and this is I'm explaining the logic here, then you're going there to use their service, and usually you pay fee. So it means that usually you are covered by some laws of a client and service provider, and they're different among countries. And here already we can start playing a game actually that you started with the wallet, like what's the original jurisdiction of founders? What passport do they have? Where they're located? Where services have been provided? Where is your jurisdiction? Because it's usually digital services, so they stick more to customer. And then, like after hours of talking with lawyers, maybe you can find out that you've been covered by some customer protecting laws and you have some rights. But after that, you also can find that somewhere in the footer there can be some terms of use or some files called governance, where can be a huge phrase like, we are not responsible for anything else. Like, sorry, guys. And it means usually that if DEX is really hacked, then your chances to sue founders and to receive some money from them is very, very low. So as I promised, no magic trick here, but you can do your own investigation and there can be something. And also you have to remember that the situation is changing because, for example, in terms of digital services didn't exist. I think first Italy adopted it in terms of taxation in 2012, well, not so long time ago. Bitcoin already exists. So actually digital services has less time being in law than Bitcoin existing. So situation is changing, and I think like we soon will see this description of how these digital services in crypto should be regulated. You just have to follow I don't know, court practice or some smart lawyers like visitors on your channel.
Yes, for sure. So if I understand it correctly, if people are interacting with a DEX, always read the service and agreement, which, like, let's be honest, most of us doesn't do. And a smart contract can be created by an individual who then is still responsible for that smart contract, or for a company. Like in crypto, we see a lot of like labs or protocol that is actually the company and institution behind it. And before this call, you also told me that Uniswap actually has a lot of lawyers that are ready to protect the company. So even though we're talking about decentralization and DEXs, as you said, from a legal point of view, they're not that decentralized. Is that the correct conclusion?
Yeah, because like, look at us. Are we decentralized? Like, because I'm concentrated quite well, and I'm on this chair. I'm very centralized just right now. So it means that the most important part of any like of our life is actually our will. So we carry our will. We are centralized. So the matter is to find the person whose will is behind this action, and this is like, you know, where law is closer to philosophy than it seems. But yes, there are a lot of legal stuff and a lot of things could be done there. But again, I'm telling that those protocols are centralized usually in terms of ownership, in terms of founders, in terms of beneficiaries, people who earn from them. But it doesn't increase dramatically your chances in terms of something that, if something happens, like if crime committed against them. And the field of Web3 and especially finance field is very, like, feels a huge pressure of this crime sphere of hackers, because they always try to play their game, try to find a backdoor or weak places in code.
So I understand that in general, you can apply already existing laws, but the most complicated part of it is that you need to find a lawyer that is able to use these laws in the technology that we are using. Like if you have to explain your lawyer what a decentralized exchange is, you have to explain what crypto is, it's going to be a very long-lasting case. So what I understand is that it is possible to sue them, a DEX, if you lost your money. It is just very hard, and you need to find the right people to work with, right?
Of course, yeah. And just remember, because if you pay to a lawyer 500 euros per hour, it will take a long time to explain him what is the DEX. I've been there, you know, like, and if you've been paid 500, you're quite slow, but still effective, but slow.
Yes. Well, thank you for answering all these questions. I think it's very, very interesting, because it's kind of like most people in crypto won't notice, because they have to go to a lawyer that charges a lot, and they're like, okay, let's stay away. But it is something that people should be aware about, because I get these questions a lot. Like, what is the responsibility of a DEX? What is the responsibility of a DAO? Who is the owner of a wallet? And I think you were able to explain it pretty well. So in the video below, there will be links to you if people want to know more about you, or maybe even want to book a consult with you. And yeah, maybe if there's more questions in the comment section, we can do a part 2 of this video. What do you think?
Yeah, thank you for such questions. I had a lot of fun. Hope viewers also will have it.
Yes, so thank you, and hope to see you next time.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye.